knows, everyone here knows and has reached a level of knowledge and understanding and light and love. And for us to continue to reach different and higher frequencies of this light and understanding, we have to become not only our physical bodies have to be strong, they don't have to be, but it's better if we build them, because we're building a new conscious awareness in this new realm that is being developed. And as this conscious awareness continues to grow, so too does our own work that we do within inside ourselves. And that comes from expanding the conscious awareness and understanding what's going on around us. Because you can't, if you don't, you may get instant knowledge and understanding. That's like insight and flash knowledge. But sometimes when you're working, you have to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And the pieces of the puzzle have to keep coming back over and over again. And the importance of this is because it's expanding your entire soul to integrate them. By that, I mean, we don't do the shadow work so much anymore as we do the wisdom work. In the wisdom of seeing the new insight or the new understanding that we're gaining, most of the time it's insight into how people around us, ourselves, the different characteristics and qualities of different people, and the different groups of people and the different spaces. Now we can use different words like the different levels, and some people say, oh, you can't say different levels. Well, if you come and you're in first grade, even if you can be brilliant and a very evolved soul, but it's still a metaphor for the evolving and selectivity of releasing the old and bringing in the new. And by that, I'm saying that it's the same with the cells. You have the cellular membrane, which is the essence. Our mind, our etheric fields, our mind is out here. And the body holds the structure to which we are learning as humans to evolve into the greater consciousness of our higher selves, our super selves. So the subconscious mind gets clear. And so our bodies can hold the higher frequencies that are around us. In holding these frequencies, your cellular structure shifts, your conscious awareness shifts. I'm going to go back and be clear. We are here to release the subconscious so that our conscious mind, the intellect that we think with, along with the Christ conscious or the higher self, 3 inches above our soul, where you're sitting and you're now seeing, raise your consciousness into that area above. Sit with your shoulders up, breathe in the light, and feel the energy around you. As you're feeling this energy around you, your mind, that space where you took Reiki, and that energy has now expanded out. So your field of knowledge and understanding reaches out into the Akashic records, the mind senses of other things and beings. So That is why the body continues to pick up sensitivities. And we want you to recognize that these are not yours. Some are yours, but many are not yours. And as you recognize they're not yours, you've got to realign your energy fields, which is what we're doing, so that you maintain. This is the same thing as we're doing always, maintaining a higher frequency. But now this frequency is coming into automatic healing. And by that I say the quantum healing of your field, maintaining this high frequency, automatically heals your body. It's almost like you say, I have a belief system, and it's so strong, that belief system, that you're healing your body. But in this instance, we're doing the wisdom work with love, with heart. We're shifting our full conscious bodies to be connected to all our souls, fractals, higher energy beings, our souls, our soulmates, everything that exists, but it's aligning within our own conscious mind so that we are carrying that frequency with us all the time. And what this brings is it brings in a super consciousness. It's bringing in the superhuman. It's bringing in the Marvel comics of what we are capable of, because we are connected fully to our human higher self, soul, and creator and source. And so instantly when you're doing the meditations and you're doing this work, your cellular structures will heal faster, because you're now moving in to living longer. You're moving in to a clarity consciousness, a soul consciousness. And the importance of understanding what's going on around you is that when something happens to you, you can step back and see it metaphorically and understand it at one level, because it's not just happening in the physical, it's happening in the emotional, it's happening in the mental, it's happening in the spiritual, and it's happening in the soul source. And it's happening at the frequency of the cell level across the entire board. Is this making any sense to anyone? Okay, we're going to go on. We're going to take you back again, okay, to seeing your, yes. Vivian, did
I
you
just
want
want to let you know it does make sense to me.
Okay, great. The reason I'm explaining this is because we've reached such a high level of awareness as a group, as a human, within the human species, there are groups of us who come down with our different levels of conscious awareness open. And some of us have come down from different places and spaces. And what we're doing is we're trying to understand the humans, beings at a certain level, us as part of that, and how they are growing and expanding and how they are evolving. And many people have come down now, and they have not understood why they have been different. We have new beings coming in. We say indigo kids. We say, oh, the new generation. There have always been people who have been indigos, right? We have come down with certain understanding, with a certain characteristic, only because of our experience and from where we're coming from. So as we have now realized and gained the wisdom and the insight and the learning about how things operate on the earth plane, the window has opened up to show us the multi-dimensional layers of beings on the planet, and not just human beings, because we are part of a multiverse. When we astro travel, when we remote view, when we pass on out of this body, or when we're taken out of this body by some other source, or whether we're evolving into our higher conscious framework, that is paramount important, because we are telekinesis, we can hear and see what other people's thoughts are. And while we are human and we go through this, and the reason we're going back through this, it's so important, is we can't ever get down on ourselves, because we are going through this human evolution of the physical motion, the PEMS, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, soul source, to open up the conscious awareness of the humanity on the planet. Those of us who've come down who have not always had the groups of people, or we feel strange, or we feel different, is because our energy that has been carried. No one told us that you either intrigue people or you intimidate people, or you are intrigued or you are intimidated, and that there are groups who've come down, and it's not that we're better than any other group. We just can see, and all groups are here to evolve and work together. We are here to be called on to see the wisdom and see with our eyes, because our eyes and the mind have to expand to encompass everything around us, whether it's visible or invisible, because that consciousness is wanting to maintain for humans to stay in this human body, the embodiment of the human with the original powers given to the gods, to the creator, and to source, with the pureness of heart and mind connected. That is different than other beings on the planet. And the only way for humans to reach that place where we are thinking of or looking of is to gain within ourselves the wisdom of the different species and how and why we evolve, with greater insight into quantum automatically healing ourselves to live like Saint Germain, Kuan Yin, to surpass Jesus, to surpass Satya Sai Baba, to not get caught up in the dialogue of what is around us from other beings, from other governments, to align ourselves to this higher frequency. And the wisdom allows us to say, have certain things come up and say, I can see, they won't, not a lot of shadow work, unless you're doing that with others, to let them pop up for others now, like, oh my goodness, you may already know things that maybe you didn't do perfect, or maybe there were only a few things that you say, I wish I didn't do those, but there's lessons in them. But to wake up every morning and look at yourself and say, I am beautiful. There should be no other dialogue in your mind. I am beautiful. I am strong. The other dialogue that's constantly coming to you needs to disappear unless it's part of your work, integration of wisdom thinking. Because we are going to do human quantum, automatically generating quantum healing. And we are going back to breathing. So as you're sitting there, and then it's going to go into a meditative, but we've got to go back for the physical body, because we are in the physical body, and the physical body has to become strong, because the physical body is what's on the physical earth, and it has to raise in conscious awareness and understanding and greater wisdom. Therefore, we are going back to the heart of the physical body, and remember that we are here controlling, we must control or discipline our minds and our bodies to maintain this high frequency. And that's only done when you use your thought as a hand. That is not to say that if you do, suppose I say a bastard, but I'm using a word that is present on the earth, but I don't have an attachment to that word. We have to detach. The 4 Buddhic principles: detach, devotion to source, discipline, and discernment. And so the detaching is allowing you to be present with source, keeps your mind and body at such a high frequency that the ability to feel this love and compassion and joy will come in and out of you as you are shifting, because we are now shifting faster and faster to higher frequencies to maintain this pureness of mind. And there are so many other things that we are connected to. I am connected to my family, to my daughter. When something happens over there, I keep forgetting that it's not me. And sometimes it is me, but I keep forgetting that we are instantly connected to our family. We are instantly connected to our friends. And this ability of keeping this pure mind, of seeing beauty and feeling it when we look in the mirror, is paramount. Strong, courageous, beautiful. Selectivity, perception, metaphors, they will continue to wrap around, allow them to wrap around, come and go. So we are going to breathe through this breath where, as you're breathing in, you're taking the breath from your feet all the way up through your body. And those of you who have done the, is it Drunvalo course, where you cross your eyes and your eyes get crossed. So you breathe in all the way up. When it comes up to here, your eyes go cross, the breath goes up and down your back. And we're going to do this 7 times. And you'll do it at your own speed, but I want you to feel when you can do this with your eyes closed, it's easier. But as you do this, and you have your fingers like this. We're not going to go through the fingers. We don't have to do all the stuff that we had to do before. We don't have to do. And they want me to tell you the reason this is so important. The reason that things are going to become more apparent to you, that the old things that we've done will not be able to be done all the time. We have to carry the essence of the ceremony, which is connecting to source and our pure light of super being with heart and mind within us at every moment. So this breath flows up through our body, and we'll do it 7 times. And I'll just have you do it with your own breath. Cross your eyes and let it flow back down, and feel what's happening and how you are reintegrating at a different space. So begin now. Breathe in, let it flow up. Cross your eyes, let it flow down your back, and feel it deep inside of you and vibrating deep out from you. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Continue breathing in. Close your eyes and out. We are strengthening our core. Every cell in your body is getting stronger with its own contact to source as a supercell, as a quantum point of energy. You can feel it as your spine gets stronger and stronger, and you begin to just relax. You are connecting in different ways to the quantum energy of the instantaneous spatial light embodiment of the quantum healing of all energy fields and the earth. You are beginning to sense deeper and deeper your cells of your body. The cellular membrane is getting stronger and stronger. It is aligning with your cellular body's membrane, the physical body, with more and more light and more pure alignment through the subconscious body of your energy field, growing under control of your soul source through the heart and the mind, opening farther and farther. As this begins to blossom and open, the center of the cell, which is the mitochondria, is now forming a new quantum healing energy within the coding of your entire cell structure of all the cells of your body, and your entire breath as you're breathing, and through the entire energy field around your body. And your crown is opening farther and farther, and more light is pouring in. It is opening up your body as the points of light of your higher soul are now integrating with your body's mind, heart, and spirit throughout the cellular levels, throughout the skeletal structures, bringing in stronger and stronger frequencies, aligning the subconscious mind, which is now opening up, bringing in and releasing all the old issues that you'd held, that you see that you are now seeing with pure light, and those frequencies that were once held with another are now releasing their issues. It is quantumly healing beyond the bounds of any human or humanoid frequency that existed on the earth before, exponentially. It is healing their frequencies, their mindsets. It is the quantum human that is being evolved. And the higher self of all beings is being raised now by the angelic force, the divine beings that are here on the planet, the divine other energy beings around the planet and on the planet that are here to help us through the electromagnetic energy grids. And your mind center is opening farther. And the quantum healing is bringing multiple codes of light, balls of light down into your body, your energy fields. And as it is, you are rising higher and higher. And your mind is now integrating with your super Christ conscious and Buddhic conscious being, your humanness, and your other planetary cosmic force is joining you. And you are now rising higher and higher into this frequency vibration that you are holding. And the strength of this vibration is being held through the energy cords and the electromagnetic grids and frequencies of your body. And around your crown, you will feel things occurring. It is going up and releasing any implants that you had carried. These are no longer needed. You are to release them. You ask your higher self, please, to allow this releasing of all implants and all other planetary karmic issues and cleansing on the earth. We are now activating the cleansing on the earth of our other planetary and former bodies and minds that had integrated with the planet. These are now being integrated and cleared at the highest frequency on the planet. There is nothing to fear. There is joy for those who are going to be leaving the planet. I would like you to see the light around them. This is a joyful time as they get to the other side. This is a time of releasing, of new energy fields coming onto the earth planet, of new conscious minds integrating with the higher frequencies now on the planet. Your bodies may be feeling this. Allow the body shaking. If it is occurring to happen, allow your own body to feel. You may ever so gently the pain, releasing the pain. The hurt is emotional. We no longer carry the hurt that is in emotional drama. The hurt is allowed to be released. The pain just releases gently through our body at the higher frequencies. It no longer has to be carried. If you feel it, release it. The hurt is emotional. Allow the hurts to also come up and be cleansed and cleared. Allow the earth and the plants and the animals and the insects and everything that is on the earth and the waters to feel this deep releasing. You are not just clearing for yourselves. This clearing, as it is quantum, it is energy for other human groups on the planet. If they are suffering, it is suffering that no longer needs to be. That is an emotional, a dramatic suffering. Allow it to occur. There is no guilt. There is no sensitivity. It is pure light and pure love that is flowing through their veins to open up a new force within them. This is the force of seeing with insight and wisdom. This is the force of seeing life as a challenge and seeing the divine divinity of all beings, whatever and whoever they be on the planet and in the cosmos, as this new earth begins to form. It forms with the technologies that integrate with the human remaining human, and this is as it should be, for we are claiming our personal power, our power of quantum beings, of the God force, a super beings on the earth. We can hear and see others. There is no longer judgment. Therefore, there no longer needs to be guilt and drama. It is just an understanding. We allow it to pass through our energy bodies. The belief systems that have been held can leave. I ask you go deeper and deeper. Allow the clouds of light and lightness to form around you and lift you higher and higher above the earth plane. And as you do, you are moving into the new magnetic grid of the new earth. And I'd like you to see it and feel it and sense it. I'd like you to sense the other beings, the unconditional loving, the non-judgment, the allowing, the joy that has been held. The sadness dissolves, the light comes. You begin to see and feel it. Continue to rise, continue to feel. Further and deeper away and up higher. Now you are with the gods and source. You will only feel the presence of light. You will drink it up and you will drink it in. The silence. The silence is expanding the divine mind within you. You are linking up to the masters of the human race of the universe. Their conscious mind and yours are one. You are the God consciousness on the earth plane. You are the super beings heart, mind, light. Sounds that you begin to hear are your voice. Allow your own voice now to take on a new resonance. We ask that this voice that you are taking on be deeper and higher and stronger, and that all the words that come through and to you are that resonate with the pureness of Source, whether they carry a word that looks like it has a different meaning. It will carry the frequency of healing. There is no judgment. There is only the heart of light. We ask that you breathe in the light deeper and deeper. Silence, the silence that is around you. Allow something now to come into your sight. Allow it to be either a flame, allow it to be a ball, allow it to be a halo, allow it to be an individual or a cosmic force, allow it to be a plant. And I want you to look at this plant or source and being, and I want you to change and affect it to a higher frequency of light now through your own body-mind awareness. And as you do so, allow it to change before your eyes. And then listen. Listen to the wisdom from your inner voice speak to you. The gods of light. We carry the light in every cell of our body. We breathe the light with every breath and word and thought. Our mind is that of the Creator Source. And the gods that were on the planet, we are here to tell you that you are now remembering who you are. This is important, for with this you carry the strength to transform all things. You are here to regenerate. The new insight and wisdom that the Star Force and the Galactic Federation and the angels have to bring to you. Allow the angel of light to come now and surround you, and allow your wings of light to open further and further with the myriad colors of light, and allow your alignment to grow stronger within your own frame. As you begin to surround yourself with more and more light, allow your wings to begin to open. And as your wings open, see yourself floating above the earth. And I'd like you to fly around the earth, looking down on the earth at the sacred sites on the earth. And I'd like you to feel the energy rays of your angelic presence, your divine godly presence and mind to open up and see what's happening with love and joy, with only that of God consciousness, without judgment, without criticism, seeing that everything is perfect. And as you do so, gaining the wisdom to understand that on the earth we can speak of different things with wisdom, the dark and the light. The duality on the earth is still there. It is because there are different beings in the cosmos and on the planet. This is how it is. So there are words that humans use to understand this. And they are necessary, and they will be necessary for you to gain the wisdom and how to use these words. The duality, the understanding of the dark and the light is seen because if something is to hurt or cripple another species, that this is how they visualize it. We as humans are evolving to create a space, a divine godly presence where we no longer go out purposely to affect and to hurt and to take. However, as human beings, we will be feeling, sensing, and perceiving. And with this, we will bring greater wisdom of light and understanding of our place in the cosmos, of where we are, where we've come from, and the need for going back to source, to the pure oneness and the separation. As you move to the sacred places, see rays of light with the angels around you and the other flames of light, pouring more and more healing light into the sacred spaces to cleanse and clear them. And as it does so, the earth is going to embody a shift in its consciousness. Words to our mind come as chaos, and darkness for the human may come, but it is only temporary. It is not chaos and darkness. It is only light. So see it as such, with beauty and with love. The more and more that you love something, it immediately changes. For does not the child that is born, who gets a hurt from a fall, or the parent who has had too much stress in their life, now needs a loving hand to hold it, to love it, to heal it, to feel its senses. So we are now extending our hands out to those in need. And we are sending our light and our love, for we can hold the vibration of the darkest and the lightest at one point of wholeness in heart, mind, and spirit at source. For it is pure light, pure light. And as you hold it, no darkness comes. You are vibrating in pure light consciousness. Nothing can harm you. There is no fear. There is no guilt. There is no deep sadness. These are gone. They are dissolved. They are released. Allow this now to be released through your physical body. Wrap your rings around you. Find yourself in a flame of light. Bring yourself down near a stream in this flame of light. Look at the color that you are holding. Look at the color of the flame of light. Your body is wrapped in this flame of light. This flame of light now goes through your body. It goes down from your feet all the way up into your solar plexus. It is burning off all the dross that has been held in your ancient mind and your solar digestive system, so that you no longer carry the inflammation in your body. Breathe up into this flame. Breathe up the colors of pure white light. Feel it getting lighter and lighter in your digestive system. Feel it getting lighter in your physical body all around you. all up through the flame of light, all the way up onto your mind's eye. A beautiful flame of light that has transformed on your forehead. Allow it to come up onto your forehead as a beautiful light flame. Look at the color. Feel your body releasing all of its energies and aligning itself and realigning its energy fields, the cellular structure, and feel the imprint of the feather and the flame of light. It is now turning into a feather of light, lighter and lighter and lighter. The feather of light flows up to your crown. It is now a feather of light, a white light feather of light. Allow your body to adjust. Allow your voice to adjust. Allow the pain to be released at all the different frequencies. Breathe them out. Feel them dissolving. You are now becoming a feather of light. A beautiful feather of light. Feel this feather of light. Lighter and lighter. As you come back into the space of where you've been, back into the room around you. Breathe in the light around you. All other things dissolving out of your body. Take the breath up through your feet, up through the spinal cord, up through the top of the head, and breathe out a feather of pure white light. Take up the energy from below your feet. Breathe it up through the spinal cord, out through the body, out through the crown, the feather of white light. As you breathe up the energy, feel that feather flowing out, white light out of your body. You are becoming the feather of white light. Again, take up the breath, the wholeness of the divine, the duality into one, the white feather of pure streaming white light out of your body, out of your crown. Again, the breath of the feather through your body. As the feather tendrils flow out of your mind and head, they are flowing out, activating the unity consciousness of the superhuman to other divine beings and your own energy field of your divine soul beings of light. Once more, breathe in the light all the way through your body and out of your crown. We're going to ask you to breathe deeper and allow your feet to go down into the earth and feel the waters of light down in the earth, the blue, beautiful, clear waters of the earth, the magnificent, huge beautiful clear waters. They are flowing up through the earth, taking in also the green plants and the green light. They are flowing up through your body and the water within you, the 72% water through that feather. They are breathing up, flowing out through the water in your body. The feather is becoming blue and green and flowing up through your body and out. This is the quantum healing up through your mind, through the cells, out of the top of your crown, out into your soul, source, higher mind, super being, cells of others, integrating out into the air, transforming the air out into the atmosphere and beyond with the divine electromagnetic energy of your being, the copper and gold of the earth flowing, silver, gold and copper out now through your body, an electromagnetic energy grid feathering out, aligning with peace and harmony and calm throughout your body, up out of your head into the electromagnetic grid of the universe and connecting to the other worlds, to the cosmos and beyond into source, unity. Now, one more. Down at the center of the earth is the golden, magenta, lavender, purple core of the earth, the magma, the red of divine will, turning into magenta, purples and lavenders flowing up, all the way up into your feet, all the way up into the energy bodies, the systems, the intestines, the liver, the heart, into the heart and through the bloodstream of your entire body, feathering out through that white feather, the magenta color of pure, unconditional love, merging up farther and farther with the breath, all the way up into the nervous system, all the way up, feathering out the front of the forehead, the back of all your chakras and meridians, up through the top of your crown, all the way up and out. The magenta light moves out onto the earth. It does the healing. It goes into all beings on the planet that are transitioning as we remain beautiful, balanced, peaceful, calm, filled with the joy, the heart of Source, the Creator, merges out into the cosmos, deeper and deeper, beyond, back into the Creator and the source of the void and the source of the light. You are united, and this is the way. This is always the way, and this is the one with the wisdom, the heart of love, the mind of light, the breath. Yes, that it fully unite, that it fully spatially light, embodiment of divine connection, consciousness aligned at this moment and onto the earth plane. This is the being of one, the one mind within every single individual, reaching and achieving full conscious awareness within the one mind. The individual feather of the bird. So a beautiful bird now is with you. What bird comes to your mind that will appear in your hands as you begin to open your eyes? Allow yourself to be surprised. So as you begin to open your eyes and feel the presence of a bird within you, notice that you are the feather as you are the bird. Or birds. So as you come back, coming back into the fullness of who you are, a human, superhuman God force on the earth. Begin to open your eyes and feel your whole body present and alive, and allow yourself to see the bird or birds that you have before you. Perhaps you come back as the cardinal of red, the cardinal of divine passion, divine love. Perhaps you come back as the white dove, filled with an inner peace of the white feather. For perhaps you come back as the crow, the black, the void, the wisdom, or the owl as wisdom, the crow of knowledge, the eagle of sight. Perhaps you come back as a sparrow, a parrot. Birds of light, birds of wisdom, knowledge, peace. Slowly come back and open your eyes. We thank the divine for being present with us and our ability to connect at such a beautiful frequency of light as it connects with everyone on the planet. That our hearts are open with love and understanding deeper each time we grow together and work together. We thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. We thank those who are passing, for they too have time here and there, and all are helping, whether they're here, visible or invisible. We want to thank them, for their lights are always carried and are present. We thank you for the earth changes that are happening and for the blossoming into the new earth. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. And so it is. Namaste. If you'd like to come back and share, a word, or your name. Even just, you can stay where you are if you're still there. When we share just a name or a little bit, that actually adds to the empowerment, whether you're staying or not. So welcome back. And if you'd like to share, just unmute and share.
White Feather, would you like to go first? Because okay. White Feather, your mic is muted.
I thought I took it off. I must have missed it. Well, the whole thing was just really good for me. I've done work with Drunvalo before, and so doing his work again was really powerful and opened up my body to receiving more. And one, I did Sundance, and as I did Sundance, Spirit gave me different animals to work with. In my last year on the way to Sundance, there was a bird in the road, and I had people with me, and I go, "What was that?" And he said, "Oh, it was just a, I don't know what they said." And I said, "No, I need to go back. My guidance said to go back." And it was a female eagle. And she was not alive, but she was not really injured, just her one wing. And she told me to take her with us and honor her and use her feathers. And it was just so powerful. There was no traffic behind us or anything. We were able to go back and retrieve her and use her feathers for the dance that weekend. And then every time you said white feather, it's like Spirit has given me such a journey that it's you know, just so powerful what I've experienced. And I know it brought me closer to all of that, you know, back to the people and the journey and the Sundance. And so just like a reawakening of who I am and what I was here to bring to the world. And I'm so glad I didn't miss this. It was so powerful, you know, just the whole journey that each of us take and what we bring and the message that we have. And so thank you so much for that. It gives me new strength to be who Spirit's asked me to be for this journey, for my journey here on Earth this time. And so and then just to have all of you here, all of us together, because we all are part of the whole. So I'm so appreciative of the information and the message you brought. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you too. Thank you for being here, because this is, I think this is beyond what I could possibly imagine. And your presence and all participation and our connection with others is I guess why we're here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I just want to say one more thing. When I got to my girlfriend's house in Colorado and we were dressing her out and stuff, the bird, I said, "Who are you?" And it just filled my whole body, just every cell in me. And she just said, I can't say it how she said it, but she just said, "Mother." And it just was like, when I say it, I can feel her there and her presence. And yeah, it was such a gift. It was truly a huge gift. And I have shared it with many women who she has asked me to give feathers to, so that they carry her with her, just a different form, the actual real form of the mother within all of us. It was just so beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you. I think the fact that we can come back together and share these is very paramount because it reactivates what we did and reactivates us into this next level of conscious awareness to reawaken it in ourselves and everyone else, and recognize it in ourselves and everyone else. So thank you for that. That's why the sharing is important. Thank you.
So, Rai, do you want to share?
Yeah, well, first, thank you, Taveta. Your words always bring me so much peace, calm. A lesson I've been having these past couple of weeks is to become a channel and not let other people's energies disturb mine, which is very hard for me. And there was one moment during the meditation, I don't remember which was exactly, where you said a word should come to us, and mine was like trust, which you have already said to me. So thank you for being here with me in this journey.
Thank you so much. You too, by the way. I'm so connected in different ways of feeling and sensing, and I just trust that every day when I do my work, it's working, but coming together on Sunday, if we can, is activating the power in new ways. So thank you for that.
Thank you for staying connected, and thank you, Meenakshi, for making this space available, for bringing me here and everything. I feel so much gratitude right now. Thank you.
Anybody else like to share? Vivian or Tree, Meenakshi, Andriana?
I want to share a lot, so I'll go last in case anyone wants to leave.
Okay. Vivian?
Hello.
Hi. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
This is
Oh my gosh.
the island girl in me. Thank you all. First, I end up thanking you last typically. And we have really gelled as a group, and I am so grateful for that. And Taveta, you help us to create this resonant field that I think we're all benefiting from. Every time I participate, I have a new and different takeaway. that I can apply going forward. So um, this is just a tremendous experience. I really thoroughly enjoy what you do. There are some aspects of it. I don't know if you ever take the time to review your video, to watch it afterwards, to watch the recording, but
I'm trying to, but
well, I'm the
I
same
won't.
way. Honestly, it's really hard to go back and look because I want to avoid having any regrets about anything that I've said. But honestly, there are certain uh, things that occur in your speaking, your sharing with us that are just extraordinary. So I don't know if you even realize that. So,
Oh,
um,
thank you.
so I want you to know it's an incredible gift, and I'm grateful to you, and I'm grateful to my fellow circle members. And Meenakshi, thank you so much again, as always, for creating this space. But you are actually bringing to us, hopefully everyone understands this. This is just a very momentous time now, and we're going to see a lot of things over the next couple of weeks that are going to be quite extraordinary. So thank you for sort of prepping us for that. And this is just an excellent practice. I was joking with a friend yesterday that, I was going to church on, on Sunday at 10. It was just, and obviously this is much more than that, but it's a concept that is well accepted here in the United States. But I just so enjoyed, I get so much out of this. So really, thank you so much, Taveta.
Thank you. This means so much to me that what I'm doing and I'm being able to do my work and you are here doing your work with me. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Just it helps me come and stay strong.
Sorry, I just wanted to add that to Vivian that I also think sometimes like this is coming to church on Sundays. So like, oh, I haven't gone to church in 3 weeks. I should probably do this. So we all feel like this very strong connection with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Andreina had written in the chat, staying in silence, and her word was peace.
Oh,
I
great.
don't know if she wants to. Of course, Andreina, if you want to, you can always speak at some stage also. How about you,
I think,
Tree? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
no, Tree?
I agree with Vivian. I just want to say thank you very much for all you do. Both you and Meenakshi, of course.
I
Thank you,
love the
Tree.
way Tree.
Welcome. I think the fact that the holy places on earth that people go, which sometimes are not treated as so holy, but they have the holiness, this is holy. And we are holy beings coming together with our intellect and our soul source to become whole beings, fully whole beings, carrying the holiness of the unity consciousness. So thank you for that.
Mhm.
And we are the cups that overflow, and we are the cups that carry reality consciousness with wisdom and love and the pureness of spirit. So, and it keeps us on track, because with this being thrown off so quickly, people can get caught up, and it's okay because we'll realign quicker. So thank you. Meenakshi.
Well, first I just want to say the bird. The bird that came couldn't fit in my hand because it was a huge bird, and the word that came to my and it had very colorful tail feathers, and the word that came to my mind was bird of paradise. And then I said, but I know bird of paradise is usually used for a flower, but anyway, there is a bird of paradise, I think. That's how she was. And she's very alive and looking at me and very beautiful. But what I want to say is this meditation has been very amazing, Tavita, because they always are. But this time it created this beautiful space in which many layers of activity were going on within me and around me. So first I said, why am I doing this in the middle of a meditation when when you talked about changing something? The plant changed into a flower, into fire, and then became just a plant of light. When you and just before that there was a cave with a being, and I have been to that cave many times. It's where you meet your higher self. Many times in Reiki meditations and all that we've used it, but from within the being a portal opened up and another kind of world opened up from there. This is the first time that I've gone from within her. And that world, first the message that came was, is the opposite of this world. But there's something more there which I need to enter later. Because what happened in the middle was that the word that came to me was allow. With your breath in, allow, and with your breath out, love. So my mind was came in the middle and said, this doesn't seem right, allow and love. So I was getting a little confused with that. And I think that was to make all the layers shift up. You know, when you get confused, then you start feeling at different layers. And suddenly my emotions came out. I felt all the emotions of yesterday. Yesterday was very, very precious and special time for me, as you all and some of you know, because it was not just a funeral. I'm feeling emotional while I'm talking now. Also, you know, it's my daughter losing uh, the mother of her very dear friend, and this girl who calls me her second mother. So I'm feeling very, you know, many things. And then I found myself, and then Eric's mother was there, my daughter's boyfriend's mother. And she and I spent a lot of time together and we spoke a lot. And a lot of our feelings and emotions also were shared, and wisdom and many things. And so, in the middle of the meditation, and this is important, I'm writing to her and I'm saying, what are you doing, Meenakshi? Why are you texting in the middle? And at that time, Maria rarely is on her phone. So if you text her, you don't get a text back. She immediately texts me back and said, right now I was speaking to Eric, that it was so wonderful, our conversation yesterday. And yesterday we kept talking of synchronicity, and you spoke of that in this meditation, Tavita, that you don't, and Vivian and I were talking about it last night, that you will not always have Zoom and all these internets and all to speak. These are ways of getting us to be able to communicate with one another. And my daughter and I were constantly synchronizing yesterday. She was far away from me, and suddenly she called me, and I just looked there because she had a ladybug in her hand. Tiny things like that. So at this time, Maria said, "See, this synchronicity we were talking about yesterday is happening right now." And this is love, I feel, you know. So this word that came and that triggered me off just made so many of these kinds of things happen. I just wanted to say that the meditation, that you this is not a meditation in the way that we understand it. This is a huge space experience that you create for us, Tavita. And actually it is true that everyone here co-creates, because this is such, because people come here with such a high level of awareness, and you accept that and reflect that. Most people who teach teach to the low parts of us, as if people coming to them are asleep, and all of us sometimes make that mistake. But you start by invoking the higher aspect of everyone, and so that's what comes out, and that's why I needed to share and speak so much. Thank you really to everyone here. Everyone is wonderful, and Tavita, you bring that about.
I wondered why I had this scarf, which is multi-layered and multi-dimensional scarf. And I found it at Treasure Chest, which is a place where people go and give things, and then the money helps women. So I donate there, and I also find interesting, beautiful scarves. And it's the colors we're working with, and it's the light unity of all of us. So I thank you so much for this. It just, it really means the world to me. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for being here, because this is my work. So other work, I'm working on getting my other work together slowly. Anyway, thank you. It's so good to see everyone's face and be here. And I have wanted to listen to the tapes, so I will be actually thank you for that, Vivian and White Feather and everyone. So right. So with this, we let's just take a breath in, and perhaps with our eyes open or closed as you like, we're going to feel the beautiful white feather over us, in front of us. They have one last step, and that is, as you take in and see this feather in front of you, it's going to begin to change colors. So breathe it in, and as it does, allow it to flow into your body, taking the breath in and out with an ah. And as it continues to grow within your body, you unites with your divine God self, and it flows out from your body and remains all around you. Right, you continue to be, and the wisdom and love you generate magnify and intensify quantum healing light, spatial light embodiment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Same to you. Already I can see the
Thank you.
sprinkles from here
Bye.
have reached so many people. Thank you. Bye bye.